Okay, guys. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, guys, it's UF again. Oh, if you're seeing me, hmm, yo, I don't even know what to tell you, but it's fine, guys. It's your little break in UF graphics. We just started up the live stream section just now, just like you're seeing, and then we are highly excited, super excited to be up again. Likewise, gonna be seeing you again. So, guys, it feels cool popping off here one more time and to really communicate, just like what we've been doing, and then just like we'll keep doing, just like we'll not stop doing, just like we'll perpetually keep doing, just like avec. Well, guys, it's here again, and if you already seen me, oh, much love, and we're here again. Okay, so just like we keep doing, we don't just pop up. We're in for serious stuff, and then we talk about serious stuff. And likewise today, we're going to still talk about serious stuff. So, if you're seated already, just grab your chair very tight, glue yourself in the chair because you're not gonna what's it called? You're not gonna regret streaming with us today. Okay, so guys, we just started up just now, and then so many things, so many things, so many things. We have a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Before we even start, we have started the ball. Before we dive in, before we even get to start blabbing, we're going to introduce ourselves. I guess we're going to do that, and then once we're done doing it, maybe we'll just a kind of talk things around more like what we were doing, or more like what we represent, or more like what people are going to be expecting. Do you get so as not to keep them under suspense or wondering what is this boy talking about? That kind of a thing now. So we don't keep people on suspense here. Okay, so we're diving into deeply now. We're going to be starting anyways, and then most of our audience not currently here, they are going to get to join later. Most of them are going to be notified. Most of them are still not online. Anyway, guys, that's cool. Much love. Okay, so I'm starting anyways, and then we're running. Okay, firstly, I'm going to be introducing myself. Maybe we're going to see first time viewers today, and then they are going to be wondering, what is this boy new? What is this boy from? Where is this boy from? Who is this boy? Do you get? Sorry? If I'm to do that, surely my name is Ufgraphics, and then a Nigerian streamer. If you're seeing me for the very first time, for first time viewers, or Nigerian guys, just like us, seeing Nigerian students, Nigerians, ha 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 ha. I beg, I'm just kidding about that. Okay, guys, so I just started up the live stream section, and I'm just what you call more like introduce myself for first time viewers, and then I said we have a lot to really talk about today, and we were just starting a lot too, and I just introduced myself, so I'm just going to be starting anyways. And mind you, if you're just seeing me for the very first time, I guess I'm going to be introducing, or more like giving a landscape, or more like background talk of what we, or more like what you're going to be expecting, so that you're not going to be on that suspect wondering that kind of a thing now. Okay, if I'm to quickly do that, okay, I just introduce myself. I'm here graphics, and what we talk about is simple. It's varieties of things, and then it relates to people. It relates to people, and it's not even limited. When we say we're talking about things, talking about growth, talking about life after school, talking about ways of young people migrating, and all of that is not limited to young people alone. It's more like something that pertains to a lot of people, because at first, if we talk about growth doesn't mean, or growth does not stop. Obviously, growth is, what's it called? Yeah, it's like it's continuous. Then you never stop. And then if we say we talk about we talk about, well, let's just say we talk to young people, and then in a way that they are going to understand things from a better perspective. They are going to actually handle difficult problems. They are going to, well, giving them mental strength, because not every adult you see has mental strength. Mental strength is referred to more like the ability to think, act, and then withstand pressures. Do you get? That's mental strength. Is your mental muscles that helps you do that also. It's not physical muscles, it's not gymming. So we actually make, or more like exposes it, or more like unveil it, because all these things that we talk about here, you're not going to hear it anywhere else. It's only graphics that can tell you. Have you seen? So that's why our live stream sections is special, because we communicate sense, we unveil things that people are not often talking about. And that's why we don't even refer ourselves as motivational speakers, because we are saying what motivational speakers are not saying. So we just call us graphics, and we're okay with that. Okay, so that's what you're going to be expecting from us. You're not going to see us dance. We don't even know how to dance. We can only communicate. We can only dish out knowledge. We can only give you a better perspective to live, because they said if you know better, that's when you can live better. So your migrating, your advancements, your achievement, whatever you're going to be attending in life, is based on your knowledge, because the way you think is who you become. You cannot migrate more than the conversations you attend, you welcome daily, because of people around you, things you keep, the way you think, your environment. They are so contributing, and then all of them are voting. And when the result comes out, I don't want to go into that. So what I'm trying to say is that when we are streaming, is not limited for young people. And if we're talking about growth, for the fact that you have or what's it called, you have big body, doesn't mean that you grow. Yeah, because growth at some point has to do with your mental. Because if someone cannot actually say to be a grown person if he or she cannot handle situations, problems, circumstances, and all of that. So sometimes growth is your mental. How strong is your mental? How can you solve real life problems, and which is not taught in school? And it's very, very certain that you're going to be seeing all these things in real life. Young people, they are going to graduate only to notice that life is competitive. There is a lot of what's it called conflict, and then there is a lot of problems to solve, to handle, and most of them don't even have mental strength. Obviously, so it's going to really drain them a lot, and that's why we're here. We don't want them to suffer. We don't want them to be on our way, because if you're uninformed on something, that's when you feel in that. Solving a particular problem as first is your awareness that a particular problem exists. You cannot change what you don't admit. You're gonna admit there is a problem, and then that gives you more better chances of solving it. That's the blueprint, or more like the background things we talk about, and then more things that you're going to be expecting today. So guys, I have a lot to talk about today. Already on the thumbnail, today's emphasis was that. So what do we even have to talk about today? Okay, the person in the mirror. Hi, how you doing, bro? Heart, how you doing? Welcome. Sup. What's up? How you doing? Greetings. Feel cool seeing you again. Oh, we cut you. How you doing? You're just joining now. It's fine. It's just 9 minutes ever since we started. It haven't been long. You're welcome. Sorry. Yeah. Great. Yeah, great. Anyway, guys. So I'm starting anyway. I said the person in the mirror. What's it called? Yes. Okay, Jesus. Sorry. You're being busy with work and then have hectic day. Oh, I feel like crying for you. Heart is touching our heart. sorry, heart. Sorry. Oh, just try to have some rest. Yeah. Just try and get some rest. So you guys, obviously you have to work hard. I'm not motivating you, but you have to work hard because of getting anything. You have to be determined, and then you have to set out goals to get it. Have you seen? So I will encourage you to work hard, work more. Is not to kill yourself, just strive. Just you get. Sorry, 1 minute. I want to feel something on my screen. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Not even up to 1 minute, 30 seconds. I'm done already. So for a big streamer, ha ha ha. God, I beg. So I guess I'm done. Let me just paste it. I'm done typing on. I was actually typing something. Yes, subscribe for a big streamer. Okay, this is a part of life. Yeah. Hustling. It's called hustling. So don't see it as if you're suffering. Sometimes it may be hectic, stressful, draining, but you're just going to rest. Then keep pushing. Katsu. So, we are going to continue. You're going to kickstart, and then we say the person in the mirror. The person in the mirror. When we say the person in the mirror, what are we even trying to say? Most of you know what we stand for, or more like what we're often talking about. And then if we say the person in the mirror, that's not sounding awkward. Obviously, it's sounding awkward, but I'm going to be bringing it down. The person in the mirror. Let's, for instance, if I approach a mirror and then I'm going to be looking at the mirror, obviously I'm going to be seeing my reflection. Do you get? So my reflection, that's what I'm going to be seeing in the mirror. Is showing my face, is not showing my attitude. The mirror is showing my face, it's not showing my behavior, it's not reflecting my executions or my habits or whatever. So it's just showing my face. Obviously, so obviously when we say the person in the mirror is obviously you, and then is you, and it's still you. Okay. So guys, the person in the mirror is your greatest asset or your greatest enemy. When we say the person in the mirror is your greatest asset or your greatest enemy, if I approach a mirror, if I bring my mirror and I'm looking at it, I'm seeing my reflection. When I'm seeing my reflection, it can only be my reflection. Are you done with your view? I'm not even eating today. I'm teaching today. Meal is in the night. Meal is night streams. If we're streaming, we're going to be streaming in the night. That's when we can eat. Afternoon. This is not even afternoon. This is evening. But it's for teaching. Yes. Now is serious business. Now is for serious business. Now is for teaching. So you're not gonna be expecting us to be eating here. No. Do you get? So thanks for asking. Thanks for caring for our meal. It's fine. So I said the person in the mirror can be your greatest asset and then your greatest enemy. What I'm referring to, what I'm trying to communicate is the person in the mirror can limit. It can limit you. That's all. It can be your greatest enemy, because the mistake that most people make is that thinking or assuming that their enemy is government, is economy, is the structure, is the community, is their family, is people around. No. Most of the times, the enemy that we're looking at, the enemy that we're looking for, is the knocks. And mind you, you cannot change you. Sorry, nobody can change you unless you change you. You admitting that there is a problem, you admitting there is a a bad habit, because we don't ask people what do you want to become. You ask people what are you repeatedly doing, because what you're doing is actually structuring, is actually compounding, is actually shaping you to who you're becoming. So when your activities, you don't know it, because your activities, your executions, all these things are daily building. The question you should ask yourself is, who am I becoming? Because every day we're growing, and obviously we're carrying a lot of activities, we're engaging ourselves, we're getting to do a lot of things, and then we don't even know who we're becoming, because those things that we're doing is shaping us to something, some person. And if the person we are intended to be is not actually the person that our activities are shaping us to be. That is a problem. Have you seen? So you cannot say you want to be a footballer and then you're playing a basketball daily. You're going to basket field to play. That's not making sense, because if you want to be a footballer, you should be training in the field with the ball. Have you seen? So that's what we're trying to say. Your habits is gonna shape you to who you want to become, because even the future, they said the difference between what we want, or more like where we are, and who we want to become is discipline, because discipline is a bridge to who we are and who we want to be. So when we discipline ourselves, that's actually tending the version of ourselves that we are, because life is all about, most times we want growth, we want change without changing ourselves, and there's no way you can get to a higher change without actually changing your current self. Have you seen? So change has to, you cannot change the world when you have not changed yourself. Change starts with you. Change starts with the moment you cannot conquer the world if you have not conquered yourself. And you're going to start, when you try conquering yourself, that's when you're going to notice that, oh more, this thing is hard. Have you seen? So the greatest enemy most people have is within them. Most of them is their mindset, because mind itself limits growth. What you think like, you become like. Who you picture, who you perpetually look at, what you often do, that's what you're shaping yourself to become. So this is not a miracle, it's not a coincidence, it's not accidental, it's not wish, it's not luck. It's just intentional acts. It's just consciously doing it. Obviously, so when we talk to young people, when we talk to people, anybody, when we talk to them, we taught them that growth is contagious, likewise mediocrity. So people you keep around shape who you become. What you intentionally do, obviously you're becoming it. And then most people, unknowingly to them, because they just feel that they are just going to be waking up and then life will fall in place. It doesn't work like that. I don't mean to sound harsh, yeah. Well, it's fine. So I have a few things to stop, or to still talk. Stop blaming life. Most times, so it's not fair. Most times young people, everybody will blame life, because sometimes circumstances is not helping matters, and then most times we will just get clashed with a lot of things, and then life is hard on us. And then you see some people committing suicide, you see some people regretting things, you see some people being like this, I cannot do it, life is so unfair to me. Have you seen? So oftentimes we do see all these things, and oftentimes we do hear about them, see them in news and all of that. That doesn't mean that life is hard. No, I don't even know what to say about that. But what I'm trying to say is that life is unfair. That's firstly, everybody needs to know that. And then because you're fine, that doesn't mean that life is going to treat you fair. Very hard truth to believe. So your achievement, whatever you get in life, is as a result of what you give yourself in, is a result of the discipline you create, is a result of the what's it called, your competence, is your value. Because even the life, the real world, they say everything is evolving, life is changing rapidly, technologies are emerging, and then if you don't have a competent skill, if you're not competent, if your knowledge or if your value is only based on your academic knowledge, you're going to be left out, you're going to lack. That's very hard. And then when some people hear it, they are just, and this is just the hard truth, and then it's only me that can tell you. Have you seen? So you should be intentional, and then you should know what you want, and then you should make preparation, because when you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. So in getting anything, as first you're going to set it up to your mind. That's why we tell you that life, things exist twice. There's two realms of existence. The first realm is mindset sites. That's when things have not actually come, you're imagining it, and that's why imagination is helpful. I'm a streamer, and then most times I will tell people I still have 200 and something subscribers. Time is coming when I'm going to have thousands of students. I'm citing it, I'm seeing it from my mental sight. I'm just picturing it, and they say anything that you can see, you can become. So at first, in getting anything, you must first see it. You cannot become who you did not intend to become. Before you become anything, you have take it up that you want this. is going to sink in your subconscious mind, and then it's going to reflect by your actions, by your discipline, by your behaviors, and then how you act. Everything. So at first is mental side. We achieving anything, we because everything is a matter of nurturing. Seeds, if it's not nurtured, it's going to die. Even dreams, everybody has dreams, and most times it seems like most people's dreams are not actually actualizing because it's not well nurtured. Maybe they allowed some water to, what's it called, to flood it or whatever. So all these things are set to be actually nurtured, because of when it's fully nurtured, trees don't grow because they are wished to be grow. I cannot bring a seed here and then drop it on, what's it called, on a stone, and then every day I'm wishing this seed to grow. It's not going to grow. So seed growing is also, what's it called, as a result of nurturing, and then properly, or what's it called, rooted in a solid soil. I've seen that's when the growth is guaranteed. So we also cannot get anything if we don't take it serious, because life is not luck. Most people think that they are just going to stay and things fall in place, and that's the issue. Have you seen? So that's it. And then so many other things. So young people, everybody should stop blaming life. Most at times our problem is our mindset, our problem is in us, our problem is our actions. You cannot want change when you have not changed yourself. You cannot admire growth when you're not giving what it takes. Life is give and take. It, you're going to, most people love success, they admire it, they don't really want it. So if they really want it, they are going to go for it. Admiring it, you can just be there and be admiring it. Yes, everybody admire good things, obviously. So all of us admire good things, and then why it seems like some people get what they want is just because they were able to give what it takes. They pay the price. I usually say there is two prices to pay. The price is the effort, the sleepless nights, the stress, the striving that it takes to get something. Then the prize is more like the trophy, is the award, is the applaud, the second prize. So we should always consider there is a two price, or more like we should always know there is two price to pay for everything. Everything, there is a price to pay. Greatness is not attained, it's not inherited, it's not imbued, it's not imparted. You're going to consciously, deliberately acquire it. So guys, I have few things to still talk about today. The war inside you. When we say war, at first, when we say war, what do we mean by war? War is fighting now, and then most people there is war inside them. There is war in their soul. There is war in their mind. There is war in them. The issue, the problem. So when we say the war inside you, that's to tell you that at first you cannot change outside. You cannot change the world if you have not changed yourself. So ourself is the first battle we fight. We are going to conquer ourselves before we're gonna be conquering the world, conquer nations. You go conquer yourself. Have you sorry have you seen? So that's it. So and then we get to fight with ourselves, we get to fight with our decisions, we get to fight with our executions, and then daily one wins. It's just like when you're feeding whatever. I don't just know how to explain that, but everything we're doing, one is actually winning at every particular day, and then that particular thing that is winning is automatically becoming our future. Anyway guys, I don't want to sound too serious in that. Okay, I guess I skipped something. The first version, the second version. Okay, the what I mean is the first and second version. Moreover, most things that we want is just waiting for the best version of ourselves. If you cannot handle $1, if you're giving $200 to handle, you cannot still handle it. It's not because you don't want it, but because you lack the capacity to sustain it or to handle it. Obviously, so at first, changing comes within us. The version of ourselves, the old version of ourselves, needs to be torn out, and then that gives room for the second version, more like the best version of ourselves. Most growth, most things that we're admiring is just waiting for our ships is just waiting for the best version of ourselves. It's just waiting for the version of ourselves that is capable enough to handle, to sustain, to withhold it. Because most people, you can give them something and that's what is going to be killing them. Most people, they lack the capacity it takes, or more like the structure. They are not strong in handling things. So the them in them, that's the you in you has to be changed. The old version of yourself needs to be turned out, and then the new version of yourself is going to be emerging. So if you want growth, if you want success, your future is wanting, is looking, is expecting a version of yourself, an upgrade version of yourself. So you're not going to migrate or handle success with a low mindset. So there is a shift, there is a transformation that needs to happen. There is an, what's it called, transaction. There is going to be a migration. Have you seen? So that's it. And then most times the version of ourselves wants pleasure, wants, or what's it called, comfort zone. And they said, oh, comfort zone, as the name implies, you don't get anything in comfort zone. It feels comfortable, it gives temporal pressure, permanent regret. Have you seen? And then the version of ourselves, the growth version of ourselves, wants us to study, wants us to migrate, wants us to take discipline. As I stated out, discipline is just like a bridge of who we are and what we want to be. Because this is me, and then if I start disciplining myself, that's a bridge. I'm trying to stop this me to get the other me. Have you seen this? So everything is intentional, and then if everything is not, you don't just get them, you're going to take it up. Okay, guys, I still have few things. I beg your pardon. I don't have cookies to share today, so you guys are going to be, I'm playing it now. You guys are going to be managing. There's no cookies today. Okay. Okay. Your habits reveal who you really are. Yes, we stand in a mirror and then we're looking at ourselves. For people that are beautiful, they will see their fine face. People that are ugly, they will see their ugly face. So our mirror is reflecting our face, not reflecting our habit, not reflecting our hidden problem, not reflecting our challenges, and then more like our lack of what's it called, our inconsistency and everything. It's not actually reflecting it, it's just revealing the face. Everything. So that's to tell you that problems are hidden inside, everything is inside, and then so many other things. I don't even know how to get that done, sha. Anyways, I still have few things. The mirror of honesty. You know, the escape way in anything is being honest. And then they said growth starts where honest, where there is honest. And the biggest regret is where you're not honest with yourself. And that's first, because most people will tell you that they want growth, but they are not actually intentional that they want it. Obviously, they want success, but because if we're actually truly honest with ourselves, we want this. I guess we're going to give what it takes to get it. Obviously, so being honest with ourselves is very real. Like, it's real. People are just getting to bash into things or following the crowd without asking where is the location, where is this crowd leading, and to check if the crowd is actually, or more like the direction is actually where they want to go. Have you seen the issue right now? So that's often the problem, and then a lot of problem attached to it. Okay, guys, I still have a few things to point out. My time is ticking very fast. Don't compare yourself to others. I don't even know how to explain that. Comparison is emotional draining. It steals time. It still speaks. When you're comparing, you're telling God that the way you are, you don't like it too. And comparing is more like, I usually give some example. I said, this is my pen. I can only notice that it's bad, or I will start feeling bad with it only when I compare it with a friend's own. And then I'm going to notice that maybe my own is inferior, or my own is not quality enough than, or my friend's own is more good than my own. That's when I can only feel bad. Comparison kills, and then nothing is too small is compared to something. That's to tell that when we stop comparing, I guess we're going to be marginalizing, or more like, or getting to make use of or be comfortable with what we have. So When we compare, that's when we are going to realize that there is a problem. Have you seen the issue? So if you don't compare, you're not going to realize there is a problem, and then possibly where you're going to be managing what you have. So comparison is more like a rampant in our generation, and then we get to see a lot of people comparing growth, achievement, success, everything, and that's not even the solution. When you're comparing your, what's it called, you're getting yourself more stuff here, and then it's draining you. Have you seen? So that's not just a best act to get. Do you get? Okay, guys, I still have things to point out. The power of self-discipline. So discipline is more like a fuel to motivation. Where motivation starts, discipline continues. Discipline is getting to do something. Yes, it's trying to. Discipline already, you know that is uncomfortable because growth is not always comfortable. You're trying to become who you have not become yet. You're going to learn to be comfortable in doing uncomfortable things. That's a shrink grain, like you're migrating, yes. So you're not, it's not comfortable. Growth is not comfortable, and that's why it looks like most people will just try and give up. Obviously, so it takes persistency, consistency. Like it takes someone that is very, very determined. Obviously, so growth is just like when you're climbing. When you're climbing, and then at some point you're going to be tired. At some point you're going to be weary. It's not always easy. Yeah, because you're becoming who you have not become yet, and that's why it's not always comfortable. So you're just going to learn to stay comfortable, be comfortable in doing uncomfortable things. Have you seen? So that's for the power of discipline. So discipline is a fuel to motivation, and then it keeps you going even when nobody is there to applaud. Discipline is what keeps you. It's more like a self motivator. You're not going to wait to feel motivated. You're going to start acting before you even feel like it. You will know what you're supposed to do, or let's just say you know what you are supposed to do. You're just going to get it. Feeling bad or not, you're going to do it. I mean, so most people will tell you that when I'm crying, I'm doing. When I'm not happy, I'm doing. When I'm happy, I'm doing. So whatever situation or atmosphere you're going to be find yourself, you're going to keep doing it. It's more like what bounds you to something. It's just like you're eating now. Every day you're eating. So are you going to fail to eat just because you're not happy? It's not making sense now. So you eating, I don't just know, that one is not even discipline. Have you seen? But you're going to keep eating. So discipline is something like you're going to be doing repeatedly, often, feeling like it or not. Have you seen? So, and that's the kind of attitude it takes to get something done. Because if you're only riding on motivation at some point, sorry, motivation is a word, and then at some point you're not going to be hearing it because someone can say something, and then I will be motivated by something that someone said, and then it's going to make me to act in a certain way. And if I keep doing it, time comes when, if I'm no longer hearing the words, if I'm no longer hearing that encouragement, that push, that applause, that word, I can stop. Have you seen? So that's why motivation can get you started, discipline can get you finished. Have you seen the step by step out there supporting? So it's a fuel to motivation. Discipline is a fuel. Okay, I think I have few things to point out then before I back off. Your greatest investment is you. I watched an interview. Is up to a month. Someone was interviewed. I guess the person late 30s or 40s, and then the person was thrown. A question was thrown. What's your biggest regret in life? Sorry, and the person was like, I do not invest in myself. I was like, this sounds interesting. That's to tell you that the biggest investment is you. Yes, nothing can return higher than the investment you invested in yourself. You investing in yourself is more like planting in a soil bed. I don't even know how to classify that. It's just more like you knowing actually that this is gonna work. Obviously, so self-investment is something that you're not gonna play with, and then it's something that you're going to actually entrust, and then it's something that you're going to keep doing. When you're investing yourself, you're building, and then when it's time, I don't just know how to classify that, but self-investment is never a waste. What you give to yourself, it's just more like when you're eating now, when you're giving yourself food, you're don't want to benefit. So likewise, if you invest in anything, maybe they are going to benefit, but when you invest in yourself, it's you that is going to be benefited. So any investments imputed in you is not a waste, and then it's said to be the best investment ever. Okay, I guess I still have just few things. I guess one, yeah, become the person your future needs. So most at times our future is looking for the best version of ourselves. Our future family wants the best version of, or more like a responsibility version of ourselves. Our future business wants, what's it called, a disciplined version of ourselves. So the place we are and the place we want to be is a difference of time. That's one. And time is a life. Time is life with these guys. Future we're talking about is just a difference of time. Accumulated time we get there. Have you seen? So all this is temporal, or more like perpetually, and then small efforts, small things accumulated, compounded together give big results. Likewise, abilities, or more like, sorry, what's that? Likewise, at what's it called, decisions, and then daily habits. You're seeing it as is small, and then you're getting to do it, and then suddenly it's writing your future. This is just how it works, and then that's why most people are going to be surprised on who they become tomorrow, because they don't even know their activities, their habits is shaping them, and then they're just going to realize that, oh, I'm this, and they're wondering, how did I come here, how did I end up here? Have you seen it? So guys, that's it. And then I guess our live stream section has a love, the class pounds. We're going to stream in the night. That's for we're going to just chat or laugh or smile or get to talk to people, and then so many other things. So guys, we're done with tonight. Not tonight, this is not night, this afternoon, this evening already. We're done with today's stream. Just 40 minutes. Yes, we have 3 minutes to back off. We have 3 minutes to back up. We just exhausted the live stream just now, and we sincerely appreciate every single person for joining. People that were subscribed, going to be streaming later. It's raining outside. Going to be streaming later, and then so many other things. We sincerely appreciate you guys. It's not taken for granted your efforts, your encouragement, your hailing, and then your sharing. It's not taken for granted. You have regards that so much, and then we got you. We got you. I'm just kidding. Anyway, we have 2 minutes to back up. So if you're just seeing us for the very first time, you can subscribe to our channel. Maybe you're going to be notified whenever we come up line, and then Simon Dash. Who is that? Simon Dex. How you doing, bro? Simon Dex. How you doing, bro? Simon Dex. How you doing, bro? So guys, we just exhausted to this section stream. Jokes now, and Simon, you're joining. Dex, how you doing, bro? How was your day? How you doing? How was your day? Okay, yeah, just barely 1 second. No, is it 1 second? What's even 1 second? I'm out of my senses. I'm out of my senses. We have 2 minutes to back up, barely 2 minutes. Hey, Simon said, hey, bro, hey. Simon, what did you even bring for us? That's Simon, yeah. What did you even bring for us? You didn't even bring anything. You just showed your face, and then I guess you backed off. I guess Simon is from South Africa. I guess I'm just guessing though. Is Simon from South Africa? Where is Simon? Where did you go? Somebody should call that Simon. Simon, come here. Simon, Simon don't disappear. Anyway, maybe we'll get to see Simon in the night. We're going to stream by 3 p. No, that's by 10 p.m. in the night. This 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4 hours time we're going to be streaming. later. That's 10, I guess. And then we're going to get to chats. That one is for chatting, laughing, talking, and most of those stuffs. Okay, our time is up. Okay, guys, appreciation. We immensely appreciate every single person that joined, subscribed, watched. Your effort, strength, energy is not taken for granted. Maybe just get to join any of our social media handles, all social media, Ufgraphics, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and then Facebook. Maybe we'll get to connect and talk better. Okay, guys, we're streaming by 10, just 4 hours from now. You check us back, you're going to still see us. And then we got you guys, so we're backing off now, and then we'll get to see 4 hours time. Okay. Oh, okay, guys.